Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going up north, and I've forgotten my glass, there it is, and we're going over to, let me see, we are going over to North Yorkshire in Masham, or Masham, North Yorkshire, to the Black Sheep Brewery, and this is a bottle of the Chocolate Orange Stout, which I picked up from booths nearby, and yeah, I remember when they released this as part of, was it Morrison's Beer Festival or something like that, where a lot of breweries brought out beers to sell to Morrison's. I think some of them were like, they existed anyway, but they gave some to Morrison's to sell, and I remember this being one of them, and I was absolutely gutted when I wasn't able to pick it up. So yeah, when I saw this, I was like, gotta have it, and dedicating this to my good friend Rob from Hop Scene, Stuart from Real Ale, Ginger Ale Trail, and Craig from Camp Beer Reviews, because this weekend I'm going up to Huddersfield for the day. The clouds opened, and God looked down at me, and he said, "Come to my country, and you've got a day off. But don't drink too much because you're in work on Sunday," which I'll probably regret going into work on Sunday. But yeah, I couldn't get the weekend off, so I'm like, do you know what? It's only going to cost me like 25 quid to get there and back to Huddersfield. Go in the morning, come a little bit later at night. Jobs are good, and I get to meet up with my fellow beer brothers the first time since Manchester, and of course experience Huddersfield, Leeds, get to go to like House of Trembling Madness. Of course, Magic Rock, various pubs and bars, also Temple Donuts, which I'm very excited about, and I think there's even like a food festival on, so I know I'm going in for a good day. But yeah, and it's just a shame I couldn't spend a little bit longer there, because I think Craig's over there for the whole weekend. But yeah, hopefully I can take some treats for them to enjoy. But yeah, Chocolate Orange Stout, and this is a delicious and velvety chocolate orange stout from the good folks at Black Sheep, brewed using only the finest natural orange, flaked oats, chocolate and black malts, and heaps of Cascade hops, clocking in at 6.1% ABV. Brewed with real dark chocolate and handfuls of natural orange peel, these two flavours are a match made in heaven. Coupled with the rich roasted flavour of dark malts and the zesty Cascade hop, perfectly balanced and packed with flavour. So yeah, Black Sheep, I'm a fan of Black Sheep. Their Black Sheep Ale is just fantastic. It's just one of those beers you can go to time and time again. And it's one of the few beers that I can actually share with family, because funny enough, my mum's a big fan of it, and we always seem to get a couple of bottles and enjoy them whenever we visit the Lake District. Looking like a couple of stop outs, and yeah, so you know, there's that sort of like element to it, which is why I like it. But they do really good beers, and they're doing like a series now of more experimental beers, so you know, fantastic stuff. But yeah, cool looking label. Not sure if this is like a different recipe, or if it's just a rebrew of what they did initially. I mean, I don't know if they've been doing this beer for a long time, or if it's something recent. But yeah, when I saw it, I knew I had to have it, and there is the Black Sheep Crown, which I'm sure is the older one, so it might be a bit of an older beer. It doesn't actually have... best before date is the 13th of March 2019. So anyway, yeah, it's definitely not an old beer then. So, let's see what we get with this one. Nice plume of smoke, which of course dissipated as soon as I want to show it on camera. Using my track glass, because I don't have any Yorkshire Breweries glassware. And oh, look at that. That is looking absolutely wonderful, isn't it? Nice hiss of carbonation there. And the beer is essentially, I don't want to say jet black, but it's a very dark, deep, varnished oak sort of, or mahogany look. And the beer poured with 2 fingers worth of a beige looking head, really nice and dark. Nice hiss of carbonation, but it looks nice and deep, doesn't it? So let's see what we get on the nose. Definitely get that dark chocolate, lovely roasted malt profile. You get that slight hoppiness, which almost gives it that sort of like Cascadian dark ale type twinge. And then there is a subtle orange aroma in there. But it's not jumping out of the glass, but it is very sweet. It's very dessert-like. It's like a really dark, intense, sort of like fudge brownie almost. But it smells wonderful. I mean, the addition of hops in there works really, really well. I mean, Cascade's one of my favourite hops anyway, so... Yeah, I'm interested to see how that incorporates itself with the flavour. But it smells really good, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. And they've pulled it off. It's like Terry's chocolate orange, but with the darker chocolate. Just not as sweet, obviously. Even though that's not really sweet anyway. You definitely get that Cascade hop more on the bitterness. It's not like that American hop flavour you get. It is balanced really nicely. It matches perfectly with that really dark, intense roastiness. That is a really roasty beer on the level, almost on the level of slightly charred. But loads of dark treacle in there. It's sweet, but it's only this vibrant, like caster sugar sweet. And you do get the orange in there. The more I'm drinking it now, the less I'm tasting of that orange. Initially, that first hit, I got like a really nice orange flavour. It's there in the background, it's subtle, but it still has that sort of like dark Terry's chocolate orange vibe about it. Relatively light body, I would say, for the beer. Although it leaves really nice sticky remnants within the in the mouth. I could have worded that much better, but yeah, this is a really nice beer actually. And again, it's got that real like Cascadian dark ale vibe about it. It could almost be passed off as like a black IPA. But yeah, that's a really nice. That beer would be perfect for like a cold winter's evening. Do you know what I mean? It's just got those like those familiar, comforting flavours, but it's just got a little bit of bite to it, and it looks absolutely wonderful in this Track beer glass or Track brewing glass, I should say. A little bit of a pepperiness in there also. It's not what I was expecting it to be. But then with a beer like this, you're probably going to be expecting a lot more than a beer can deliver without it going into that like omnipollo, we'll put all sorts of flavourings and additives in it to get that sort of flavour. But I think what they've achieved by just putting a bit of orange in there, dark chocolate, and then dark malts, and then a bit of Cascade, they've pulled it off. They've pulled it off, but in this day and age, the wrong mindset would look at this beer and go, it's a little bit dull. I think they've done a stellar job, especially for the market that they're trying to appeal to and who drinks their beers on a regular basis. But it can bring that craft crowd in. But yeah, it's not a bombastic, in your face, like sweet pastry stout. It's not supposed to be like that. It's honest, and they've done a good job. And would I have this again? I definitely would. The one thing I would say is I'd love a bit more body to it. I'd like a bit more texture and boldness. But flavour-wise, I can't really fault it at all. Maybe a subtle hint of more of sweet orange flavour would have been nice. But then again, you might have had to have had stuff in there to bring out that flavour. So the purity of the beer wouldn't be as pure, obviously. Proper England, Peter. Let's speak proper England. But yeah, I think that's a lovely, lovely pint. It really, really is. Yeah, it's Terry's dark chocolate orange. And what happened to our camera then? Anyway, because I think my camera's just about to fall over, I'm going to call this review off. Thank you for watching. If you've tried this beer, then let me know your thoughts and opinions. What are some of your favourite beers that sound like this? Are you a fan of Black Sheep Brewery? Just bombard me in the comments. Of course, I'll put the brewery links down below. I'm not sure how many Black Sheep beers I've reviewed, so there might not be a playlist. But I'm sure if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed it, I will include their links down below as well. So yeah, a really nice supermarket find, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of that. So thank you all for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.